Hello, welcome back. I am Habiba from Craftify, my love, and today, finally, I am showing you how to crochet a round basket. I will teach you how to alternate the size according to the yarn you are using, so you can make it literally any size you want. I have crocheted 2 baskets so far with that pattern, and they look like this. So I will teach you how to make these handles, how to crochet this edging, yes, and how to change the size according, or how to change the pattern according to the materials, the supplies you use. So if you have been following along my little series on how to crochet, you have been seeing me crocheting with this yarn. This is a My Boshi number 1. It's 70% polyacrylic and 30% wool, and I tried to crochet a basket with it before, and it was kind of floppy, so I decided to take 2 strands of yarn to crochet this one. In video number 8, you have learned how to crochet a circle. I did the same exact thing here, but using 2 strands of yarn. I started with a magic ring, and I worked 10 half double crochets into the ring, and then I increased row by row using half double crochets, and as you can see, I have been crocheting 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of half double crochets. This circle is the first, this is the second, the third, and the 4th row. And I have been working in joined rounds. Remember, you join the last stitch of your row with the first with a slip stitch. This is what we do for the base of your basket. So I encourage you to either return to video number 8, I will link to that for you, or just hit pause if you know what you're doing, and make a basket base the size you want it. Now, with 2 strands of My Boshi and 4 rows of half double crochets, you will end up with a base 4.5 inches. Is it diameter? I'm not sure. Sorry. And with approximately 11.5 centimeters. I will drop a link for you in the info section below, where you can see how to grow your base to the size you want. And now we will be starting to crochet the body of our basket. Now, I tried 2 different things. For this basket, I only crocheted for just the first round of our body. I crocheted in the back loops only. I will show you how to do this more precise kind of edge, rather than the one just crocheted in the back loops. From now on, we will be crocheting in unjoined continuous rows, which is going to be like a spiral, so we won't have to connect the last stitch of a row with the first one. Now, if we still want to know where our row started, it's quite practical to use a stitch marker. Let me go and find one. I found my box of stitch markers. Aren't they pretty? All the colors of the rainbow. I'm in the mood of red today. So I will be placing this here, so I will know where the row started, because remember, we will do the very special crocheting technique, or crocheting in a special loop only for the first row to achieve this very specific edging, where you still be able to see the V from the stitch, versus to here you can only see one side of the stitch of the previous row. Okay, we are working in single crochets, so we will need to chain 1 for the height again. And now let me show you something. If you are doing half double crochets, they are producing the regular V we know from all the other stitches, right? And then they are producing a funny little extra that is here. And this is where we will be working into. And here. And here. So the V will be untouched, which will cause this edging. Okay, you will hold your work so the tail look away from you, because this way we will be working the body up here, so the not so nice, not so smooth side will be inside of your box, like here. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, let's get started. We chained 1 for the height and now we are working single crochets into those funny little loops that are here in the back. So we are single crocheting the first round into those funny third loops a half double crochet produces. And this way, can you see it already? We are producing this clear edge. Looks kind of neat, I think. Okay, let's keep on crocheting. I am creating a sort of cheat sheet for you with all the abbreviations you need of all the stitches you learned during this little series of how to crochet. I will also try to come up with a chart that teaches you how to increase a circle the correct way. And if I come up with another idea, I will create that too. And you will find the links to those cheat sheets in the info section below. Same as some links to supplies and easy beginners projects. I will meet you at the end of this row. So I hope you made it to the end of your row too. There is the stitch marker. You can see the chain 1, whoops, which is that one, which we are going to ignore. We will continue straight into the next single crochet, but this time we will push our hook underneath the V. We're not using the funny strand or loop in the back, we're using the V. From now on we will be crocheting regular single crochets. Did you realize no slip stitch, because now we are working in unclosed spiral rounds, or unjoined, that's the better word, unjoined spirals. Whoops. You can leave the stitch marker in your work, because it might come handy later on when we decide to give our basket some handles. Okay, keep crocheting until you reached the height you want your basket to be. or until you reach the height you want your handles to start. And I'll meet you there whenever you're ready. Happily crocheting away. Isn't that soothing? While you're working to build the height for your basket, you might notice that maybe it's a little too wide. You can easily fix that with a decrease or two. Now, I recommend you do an invisible decrease single crochet, and if you don't know how to do that, I have a video prepared for you. We'll do it here together real quick, but if you want to take a look at how this works more slowly, just make sure to watch the video. You'll see the link up above. That is the fun thing about crocheting. Like, I don't enjoy following along patterns. And I always end up having other stitch numbers than the pattern requires me to have. So I started learning little tips and tricks on how to alter the outcome of my work. So what I am doing is I pay close attention to how my work changes, how my crocheting project changes while I work on it. And then with those little tips and tricks, I know what to do. And no one will check if you followed the pattern correctly. This is why I love to teach you how to crochet a basket any size, any yarn. Learn all those trips in my little series on how to crochet and the matching blog post, which you will find a link to in the info section below. Now, I think that basket is really turning out a looker, don't you think? I really like the white or the off-white color and the sturdiness that I achieved by using 2 strands of my yarn. Once you arrived the height you want to achieve with your basket, you need to decide if you want handles or not. Actually, I don't want this basket to have handles, but I will show you how to crochet them anyways. So I paused here round about where my row is starting. Well, actually 2 crochets to the left, but that's okay. And then I started counting. I want my handles to be 6 stitches wide, so I inserted the first stitch marker in the first stitch of the handle. Let me push that here, of the handle hole. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I placed another stitch marker and then I started counting. I will be having 11 stitches in between the handle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then in the 12th stitch, I placed my stitch marker again. This is going to be the first stitch I will be leaving out because it's going to be the handle hole. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 again. And then it's another 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, bloop, and 11. The one that's here. So what you will do now, in order to achieve some height, I will chain 1 more than is the number of stitches from my handle for each side. So I have 6 stitches here, so it's 7 and 8 chains. So this is what I'm going to do right now. It's 1, can you see real good? Yeah. 2, whoop, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we will hop on over. We won't crochet into this marked stitch, but in the next one, and we will do our plain single crochets again. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull, whoops, pull through, and let's do one more so it's a little more secure. And then let's take a look. There you have your handle. Ta-da! So we will be crocheting round and doing the next handle the same way. Have you thought this is going to be so easy? I never did think that. I was so surprised. And I love that crocheting looks so complex and yet it's so simple. Okay, here we are, next marking. So again, 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There you go. Leave this one out and crochet into the next single crochet. That is. Okay, so after we've placed our 2 handles onto our little round basket, we want to make a lovely looking sort of edging to finish this basket off. We will be doing the crab stitch, which is also called the reverse single crochet. You know how to single crochet, right? It's push through, grab the yarn, pull through, and pull through both loops on your hook. This is the single crochet. So that was in that direction. And now we are doing it in the opposite direction. It feels a little different at first, but you'll get used to it very quickly. So we will push through this hole here. And then we will grab our yarn, pull through. Now we have 2 loops on our hook, 2 loops, and we will pull through. Now, as we crocheted this opening, we will be pushing through the opening rather than the previous stitch. So we did 8 chains for our opening, so we will do 10 crab stitches into the hole to make the edging look very nice and thick and dense. Now if you're not happy with the denseness, just add more. 10, let's make 11. Maybe that depends on the thickness of your yarn. I think 12 will do. So we ended up leaving a space of 6, crocheting 8 chains for the handle and doing 12 crab stitches so it's thick and dense. And now we will continue to push into the previous single crochet here. This is where we will go. And we will continue round and round. Can you see how nicely this edging is coming into place? I kind of like it. So if you decide to make a basket without handles, what I recommend is, because can you see that there is this step here? I recommend to crochet till the end of your row and then do 1 slip stitch. This way, the step is just a little smaller. And now we will start doing the crab stitch, which is the reverse single crochet. I'll link to a video for you so you can learn how to do it. You will point your hook in here, whoops, grab the yarn and pull through. Okay. In here. Now the effect. Maybe I should crochet a little more loose. My grandma always told me that I am crocheting and knitting too tight, and this way I make my life harder than it should be. Can you see the edging starts to build up? Okay, we will see each other at the end of the row. And now I will fasten off. Fasten off means you will finish your project. You cut a length of yarn and then you will pull the yarn through your last loop and pull on tight, and this is how you fasten off now. And now we will weave in the ends, and then this basket is done. As always in my videos, you'll find links to supplies and to other fun projects in the info section below. I hope you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you hit the notification bell, you will get notified whenever I upload a new video, and I hope you will just do that. Talk to you soon, bye bye!